to. All right, let's turn now and talk to Elita about the forecast. And I mean, I guess we have to talk about the heat, right?
Absolutely. And unfortunately, we're in for a stretch, most likely 4 days, where we're going to have to monitor, of course, your loved ones. Make sure you are taking those frequent breaks because the heat risk will be going up. Beginning today, that heat risk is in the moderate to major level. And basically what that means, the combination of the heat and humidity is really going to do a number on those of you that are going to be spending any time outdoors. So make sure you're taking in those frequent breaks. You're staying hydrated. The heat risk is showing signs of increasing. So that's going to increase the probability for any sort of heat exhaustion or heat illness to some of you that are susceptible to that. You're going to see that we go from moderate to more counties under that major heat risk, and then extreme levels for Sunday as temperatures top out potentially for the first time this year at 99 or even 100. And when you factor in the humidity, the feels like temperatures will be right around 108, which would be the threshold for heat advisory criteria. So we may be dealing with some heat advisories. We finally see a break on Tuesday as the storm chances return, and that is going to lower the temperatures, also decrease the humidity. Out the door this morning, it is warm, it is humid. We've got dew point temperatures in the mid-70s, air temperature of 81. The feels like temperature right now in H-Town at 87. 83 degrees right now in Galveston with a water temperature of 84. That breeze this morning is out of the south at about 15 miles per hour. Occasionally could see gusts today along the coastline between 20 to 25 miles per hour. Not ruling out a stray rain shower, but the chance that you get any rain between now and Sunday is going to be slim. We're talking less than a 20% chance as a heat dome continues to strengthen overhead. Here's that Saharan dust that we have been tracking the past several days. That dust is going to be pushing inland, eventually along our coastline sometime this afternoon, and then overhead across much of southeast Texas later on tonight during the overnight hours. First thing Saturday morning, a lot of that haze is going to be thinning out and lifting up to the north, and that trend is going to continue Saturday night and into Sunday. 78 degrees right now in Sealy. Good morning, Conroe. It's 75. Cities like Willis, Cut and Shoot also into the mid-70s by this afternoon. We're talking highs in the mid-90s. We're going to get closer to hitting triple digits as we get into the weekend. But then when you combine, again, the heat index or the humidity, those heat index values this afternoon could be anywhere from 98 in Pasadena up to 101 in Tomball, in Houston, even higher on Saturday. Then, as I mentioned, by Sunday, heat index values in Houston even could be around 107 to 108. So if the models are correct, most likely we're going to see some heat advisories for several counties beginning on Sunday, and what could take us into Monday as well, as those temperatures will be somewhere in the upper 90s. Here's where the heat ridge will be over the weekend. As it weakens early next week, here comes a front. You can see the winds behind the front will be steering that front to the south. Eventually it is going to slow down and it's going to stall out. So for several days, we are going to see multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms across the state. That flood risk will increase beginning on Monday. And then as that frontal boundary stalls out across southeast Texas early next week, beginning on Tuesday, our flood risk potential will be increasing as well. Right now, the Weather Prediction Center has a level 1 out of 4, but of course that could increase as we get closer to the event. How much rain could we see? Again, this is mainly for next week, and you can see those rainfall totals will be stacking up, especially north of Interstate 10. At this point, I would say 2 to 3 inches look to be common, but as we continue to tack on those days, I bet those rainfall totals are also going to increase, especially since we've got multiple days here where the thunderstorms are going to be likely. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then by the end of the week, heading into Father's Day weekend, we're hopeful that the storm chances will slowly start to diminish as those temperature readings will go from the mid-80s closer to the upper 80s by next weekend, ladies.
All right, Alita. Thank you.